It was a hot start to summer, but that didn't stop crowds from gathering in Vincennes for the annual Rainbow Over the Bridge Festival, now in its 7th year and growing. The event did move to a new location to accommodate the crowds this year, and photojournalist Tessa Haag has more.
And we do hugs, high fives, fist bumps, but it's not required.
But I really like it.
I'll take a hug.
Sitting over here, doing my mom thing.
In Vincennes, Indiana, a celebration of love, identity, and community continues to grow. Now, in its 7th year, Rainbow Over the Bridge has become a place of inclusion, pride, and for some, it's a chance to feel seen.
One of the most important things is representation. For me personally, my own self, I've kind of been on my own journey of figuring out my own sexuality. I just think if I had had more representation from a younger age, maybe my life would have looked differently. And not that I would change anything, but I do think it's very important that people, have the opportunity to see all different sorts of diversity, representation. Families come in different shapes and sizes, and I think especially in a super southern rural community, I think it's even more important that we offer this, and not just for the representation, but also just as a show of support, because you don't ever know what people are going through.
Pride is really for everybody, and even if you don't think of yourself that way, you probably know somebody who is part of that community who isn't comfortable telling you that they are. It's an opportunity for people to expand their minds a little bit and to understand that gay and queer people have always been here. They existed before the revolution, during and after, and this is an event that helps remind people of that fact.
This year, the event moved from Patrick Henry Square to the French Commons, giving it a much-needed change.
But one of the main reasons that we wanted to change is I think people don't realize when you're planning a festival like this, all the work that goes into it. One of the downfalls about Patrick Henry Square is the stage setup and the dance floor setup. We show up on Friday, it's a 3 or 4 hour process. Saturday is no less than 12 hours, and then we have to come back Sunday and again 2 or 3 hours to tear down the stage and put everything away. So the idea with the French Commons, it's got this beautiful covered stage. It's got all of the shade. Patrick Henry Square, again, not a lot of shade. It's largely in the sun. And we just thought, how cool would it be to be able to show up on Saturday morning, do what we need to do, and be done.
Behind the scenes, a small team spends countless hours volunteering to bring this event to life.
We started late last year, probably in the fall. There's so many things to consider, everything from getting permission to use these grounds to being in contact, is someone gonna mow the grass? Are the sticks gonna get picked up? What about bathrooms? What about trash cans? What about electricity? So many things that you just don't think about until you're actually actively involved in planning an event like this.
And while organizers face occasional negativity, they remain focused on what matters most.
If you're putting your attention towards that negativity, that's where your energy is going to go. A lot of times it's you just don't give attention to it. I think what's important is that we continue to persist and let people know that we're not going anywhere. It's just a place for people to show up and be with other people, right? Whether you're gay, whether you're straight, whether you're anywhere on that spectrum, it doesn't matter. It's just a showing of community. It's showing up, being together, and just letting people know that we're here.
With First City Focus, I'm Tessa Haag.
Planning for next year's festival is already underway as organizers hope to keep building on that sense of community and inclusion.